Alright, what I'm planning on doing in this video is taking the little light bulb out of this tester thing here, neon bulb, and putting it in this alarm clock because it uses the same style of bulb. And first I wanted to show y'all something just out of curiosity here. See, I got that tester in series with my meter on the AC volts, and we got 53 volts passing through there. And the light's on. I don't know if I could see that. I could see that, but the light's on. So that kind of, to me, that kind of proves these little things are not that safe, to be honest. It does reduce the voltage a little bit though. Now to get on to the project. Pull the plug on this extension cord here. And that's the fat blade in there. Okay. It's hard to say what I'll listen to while I'm working on music. I mean, working on stuff. I just left it playing this time. These clocks are somewhat easy to take apart. I don't know why in ways, but the lead singer in that song sounds about like John Ritter to me. I got a magnet just out of view to hold the screws. Well, I'm not seeing loose enough to come out, but he seems like he's all the way out, if you know what I mean. There we go. It went flying, of course. Have to find it some way. This clock model, you have to pop the face off of it. I've already been in here. That's easily done. And exposes that. I'm just pressing that alarm switch and it comes out. This comes away. As you can see, it's got one of those neon bulbs up in there on the top. But it don't work right. I'm going to try to figure out how to replace that using the bulb from that tester. Well, it's sort of working now. As you may be able to see, when these neon bulbs get tired, they flicker. And for the most part, this one stays off. Alright, I got the bulb taken out of the tester. I noticed there was a resistor tied in there. I didn't know these had that in them. But we'll investigate the circuitry on this little clock. And it is unplugged. So we're good to go on that part. And that just pops out like that. I think I feel a resistor down in there. We'll see just a minute. I'm going to solder these leads now, or clip them off, whatever I decide to do. Alright, here is the moment of truth. I did notice that the wiring on this clock had a resistor in it. I just left that in place. And look at that. Look at that. Now I'm going to leave it plugged in for a little while and see if that 0 turns around. As you can see, it's set to the 9 there. And it's going to take a while because I left that, it just barely turned a number just a few seconds before I unplugged it the last time. There you go, no problem at all. Here I am a few days later adding to my videos that I shot about replacing the bulb. I noticed I didn't really go into detail about how I replaced it for some reason. So, we'll do that right now. And I don't think I talked about it in the last set of videos I did, but I'm still missing that fourth screw and oops, and the clock. When I got it, the alarm set knob was broke, but that still works if I turn the I put my finger on the wheel. I can do that to it, but what fun is there in that? And I might also adjust that light bulb so that it makes some better light, but this is what I did to it. as if you can see down in there. One of those legs has got insulation on it, but I had a little trouble getting insulation on both legs of that bulb. And what I did, I took some heat shrink and slid it in place and heat shrink this, because this right through here has got the resistor in it, right about there where my finger is, and that was bare wire, so that's what I did. And with that, and I just took some heat shrink and shoved it up on the bulb holder section of the lens here, and basically we're just soldering in place and all that good stuff. And I might be able to find a piece of tape or something, and I'm going to see if I can get that light brighter, because it was kind of angled up a little bit, so like so, or something like that. So I'll see if I might stick a little piece of tape on there and see if it'll stay down. I also like to point out that the clock body says it's made in Singapore on the back, but on the motor part right here it says GE of USA. It's kind of interesting. So I don't know where exactly it was assembled, but who knows? It's still a neat clock. And as hokey as it may look, I'm going to take some of this duct tape that I bought at Lowe's, and coincidentally I'm going to throw out a recommendation for this tape. I guess you could say the name is Nashua Tape Products, Professional's Choice, and it's made in Franklin, Kentucky, right there. And this one, you find it more like in the ductwork section of Lowe's, and I tell you, this one it's proved far superior compared to other brands that I've bought. And all I did was tear off just a little piece right there, and I will throw in that it's easy to tear, but easy to work with is what I mean, but it's not, the glue holds up really well on this tape, so I do recommend it. So I took that and did this with it. I don't think it can be seen that well from the outside once I get the clock back together. I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like right now. Well, the dimmer switched the wrong way, of course, but it might be a little bit brighter. Who knows? You know, if I would have just read the label, I would have realized this clock is made in Singapore. And let's see what he does here. Maybe I'll brighten him up a little bit, who knows. Yeah, he's a little bit brighter, I guess. So now back to some old video clips that I shot the other day. Well, let's see what it looks like put together. When I plug it in. Can't see much, but you could probably see that at night time. A little bit of a glow. Would you believe I replaced a light bulb in an alarm clock just a minute ago? And I left that message for a friend on my messenger. Just see what he replies back with. But the clock seems to be working fine. That's pretty cool light there. And thanks for watching, and more to come later, and God bless.